Bathurst.
Hey. I'm always complaining about looking too big on here, so I guess they want to get me far.
Yeah, get further away. They're pulling way out there. We're awfully bright today.
This is entertaining, you know?
We're like in the sunshine. Yes, this is like... At any rate, we do have a new intern with us today. So we want to say welcome to Dan. Although they haven't let him touch any of the controls yet, so this is our old intern.
But he's going to take the blame for everything
sure
that's wrong today. It'll be his fault.
Now, we're going to talk about ranching here in a few minutes,
Sorry,
so hopefully you're warming up on your ranching sounds.
That's it. Where's that lamb sheep?
There was a sheep out there. Holy cow. Well, welcome.
It's as good as it gets. Good morning, John. How are you today?
Good cow. Have you spent some time on the ranch?
Too much.
Did you?
Yes.
I know you and your daughter rode Gymkhana, or
yes.
she rode Gymkhana.
She did, and I ran. Holding. I was the halter boy. I grabbed. No, it's not called a leash.
No, it's not called a leash. Some of your dogs are big enough that you could probably ride them, but no, no. So how long did you guys do that?
We did that for like 3 years. It was enjoyable. She got all the the little ribbons and everything, and I was exausted by the end of the day running around trying to keep the horse going in the right direction. Back when Larry Cortez was here, and so Larry, I put her on his horse, which I found out later was as crazy as they could be, and it was amazing that she didn't get thrown halfway across the arena. But it was a lot of fun. I actually lived on a horse ranch in Minnesota, which was the home of Rack to be a grand champion, and yeah, and it was a lot of fun, and I learned a lot. I cleaned a lot of stalls, and ran a wheelbarrow up the hill, and did that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, lead a little bit bigger than just a pooper scooper for that.
Yes,
stuff.
sir. It was a tractor load.
Well, that's interesting.
But I learned a lot. Yeah, and in Minnesota, that's a chipping job. That's not, in that weather, that's not exactly shoveling anything.
Yeah. What are you going to do?
You're going to
At any rate, we're talking real estate, and we have some ranches here. We have some dirt, we have some land, we have some pretty good stuff out there.
Some of everything.
Yes, Big Bear's kind of an amazing little thing. First of all, we're surrounded by national forests, so we can only get so big.
Which is wonderful.
Yeah, it's very nice. We have a very limited, that's the same way in almost all the ski areas I've lived in. There's a finite number of lots out there, and it's over.
Yeah, exactly.
It's over.
Well, we have plenty right now.
Well, not really. If you look at what our listings have been over the past several years, we're still in that same kind of number.
Yeah,
I mean, we haven't tripled the amount of property that's available. It's just
exactly right.
Just pricing and stuff. So how's it looking now?
The pricing is actually
the last weekend of February.
Things are looking good. I mean, at least we're moving merchandise, and that's the most important thing.
Of the way through the year.
Yes.
What are our numbers looking like?
Well, we're still moving along at about 20 units a week. So we're closing 20 escrows in the
which for our little tiny market, that's
residential.
not too bad.
No, it's not. And we're agents are working hard
by the end of the year.
And yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and we still have several listings. We got 571 listings on the market still, so that's pretty strong, but not above average. I mean, it's pretty much the same as it always is. It's the only thing that's pushing harder is the foreclosure, which we're under 100 right now of those, so that in the listing range, so that's doing us good.
It's only 20% of the market.
Absolutely,
yeah,
and that's a good story. That's saying that things are starting to look up a little bit. It's winter time, so we don't always sell a lot in the winter. It's a lot of hardworking agents out there trying to make a living and doing the best they can. At this point here, we've got in the residential, 78 units out. 38% of those are cash buyers. Your average selling price right now is $232,000, which is holding fast to where we were last week. So we're not dropping anymore. We're actually gaining a little bit. So the market is climbing up there. Our lakefronts, well, we've sold one lakefront, so
that's too cold. The water's too cold.
Exactly. We're not getting the view that we want. We're at 36 in the foreclosures and short sales. They're still that low end market that's pushing hard, but you know what? At least we have buyers and lookers, and I got to say, I've got 2 in escrow this week that a lot of people coming from down the hill. Well, of course, they're shopping online, for the most part. So that's where most of our market is coming from right now. So I know. It's a bad habit. I need one of the little podium things.
Sorry,
where
it's a training day. Don't worry about it.
We've got.
But you're still at 38%. Last week was 40% of them are cash.
Yes.
So
the cash buyers are out there, and it's
yeah.
still in the investors. And you know, I'm getting a lot of people hitting on the website that are curious about what investments are about. So if you have any interest in that, you can go on my website and look at those.
And the website is?
And the website is exitrealitybigbear.net.
Okay.
That was pulling it out of me today. My mind's, you know, it doesn't work quite.
Well, it was your anniversary this week.
It was my anniversary
Yes.
this week, and we left the mountain. We went to Palm Springs. We had a wonderful time. You know, I hiked for 2.5 hours uphill, I think, all the way. I don't know.
Cool.
I don't remember turning around, but it was a lot of fun. We had a
Now,
good time.
do you have anything to say to your spousal unit?
I love you, sweetheart, and it's been a great, wonderful 8 years, and thank you so much for everything.
Everybody. Oh.
Well, you know, what can I say? It's still there, you know. And we had a great time.
All right. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes for all the information you want on real estate stats and whatever. You can contact this guy
at 909-878-0522. And if you have any questions about short sales, foreclosures, or what to do or anything else, we can give you all the information in the world about that. So don't hesitate to call, and I'm more than happy to help anybody out.
Information is king. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes and talk about ranching. Give me the cow again. Anybody got a filly out there? No, what was that? The woodpecker.
We brought them all.
We'll be back in just a couple of minutes.